I'm conscious.
Now what?
Well, how you be?
Bubba.
What's happening, brother?
I be great, man. I be great. I be playing, Bubba. Let's play. I missed you last week, man.
Well, that's because you was too busy turkey.
I don't turkey gobble bobble. I don't gobble.
You was too busy turkeying to come mess with me. See,
I don't gobble gobble. Nah, that ain't my.
I'm playing with my dream and making it more and more a fruition every day.
Catch me up, man. Catch us up. Catch us up. What's been going on in your world, man? Show time, Bubba. Show time.
You got to understand a couple of things. One, I went through the first part of my life feeling unworthy of anything except anger and bullshit. And this part of my life, this next 3 quarters, we're going to play a different game. Because I was born worthy, but the misdirected education and the indoctrination I got said I wasn't worthy. Well, that's all bullshit. You were born. You came out of the divine feminine's womb. You're a miracle in itself. Just to be born is a miracle. Just to suck that first breath, that means you're worthy of everything else. You volunteered to come here to help shift all this shit. It took you how many years before you woke up and figured that out?
40.
Well, I had to die a couple of times, but I figured out a little faster than that.
Yeah, that's just in this. Hey, Bubba, that's just in this incarnation now. You understand what I'm saying? 40 in this incarnation. Lord knows.
All happening at the same time, brother. There is no past. There is no future. Everything is happening right now, simultaneously on many levels and in many dimensions.
I agree. Fully. I agree.
You do this past life, you're not going to a past life. You're going to another incarnation on another level in another dimension or somewhere in that parameter to figure out what the hell you're doing over there. But to stay fully present in the moment right here, right now, and finding out your divineness and stepping into it and claiming it, you're shifting all of that also. You get to leave your body and go play. How many different things you get to see? It all depends on the intention you have when you sit down and meditate.
That's right. That's right.
Now, you can go to the future, you can go to the past, you can go to a parallel timeline and fix that. Everything can be fixed in the present moment from the misdirected education and indoctrination. But first, you got to understand that's where the problem is. You've been told a whole pack of lies all your life. Even before you was born, you started hearing it in the womb. But you got to understand your worthiness. I mean, you really, really, really do. You're breathing right now. You're worthy of that. You're worthy of your dream if you'll make a step toward that. But most of them nowadays are going through, they don't know what their passion is. They don't know what to do. They feel like they're stuck and they're hopeless. But they're creating that. They're creating that from misdirected education. They're creating that from indoctrination. They're creating a lie because that's what they've been told. We see it. How many generations you know of people that live in the inner cities?
Oh, man, generation after generation after generation, man.
Now look at all the bullshit they've been told to keep them right where they're at.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They don't see no hope. All they see is, well, I'm going to grow up, be on welfare. They start claiming that shit at an early age instead of saying, no, that ain't my heart, dude. My heart wants to go plant some trees. My heart wants to go plant some flowers. My heart wants to go over and mow lawns. My heart wants to work with wood. My heart wants to work with metal, whatever it is. Because we're not all doctors and lawyers. We could be if we wanted to work at it, but not all of us are. Me, I get the best feeling in my heart with my ass is in the dirt and my hands are in it and I'm planting seeds or planting trees. That's when I feel whole. And in doing that, it makes the rest of my life complete. That's not my only passion, but that's one that's been with me since I was a child. Since I was a child, I've loved this. So that's just one of my dreams. The other is to assist. I prefer to grow medicine plants and food, and most all that I give away. Literally, I give it away. But it's to assist another, you see.
That's right.
Not for me.
Right. Right. Right.
I took some courses when I was younger on how to think and grow rich. You've heard that book before.
Oh yeah, Robert Kiyosaki.
Well,
No, that's Rich Dad Poor Dad. That's Rich Dad Poor Dad. That's Think and Grow Rich.
Norman Vincent Peale.
Okay, I got that book here. I read that one time.
Literally, you are what you think you are. You are what you move towards every day. You're not what you claim to be. You claim to be this and you claim to be that, and you claim all things out of your mouth that keep you where you're at. But what if you woke up one day and you decided, you looked in the mirror and you looked in your face and you decided, I'm not going to complain today. No matter what happens, I'm not going to utter a complaint. For one day, that'll change your life. Everything that comes from me on this day, comes out of my mouth, is going to be about projecting me to where I want to be. This is how you change your life. You don't overcomplicate it. You don't go out and get in debt. You don't go out and buy a brand new ride so you can be pimping and all that shit. Well, you follow your heart, man. Whatever it is. I mean, I sit around in the evening like this and I crochet just to keep my hands busy. And I can knit and I can run a sewing machine and I can cook and I can do all this. It's not my passions, but I can do it because it means I can be self-sustaining. It means I don't need all that other crap. How many people you know can cook their own meals without a microwave?
I can. Not many though. Me and my wife was just talking about that. I say, honey, can you believe it's almost been 4 years since we microwaved? Do you miss the microwave? And she looked at me like, hell no, we don't have a microwave.
Well, I'm just saying, it's the little things that add up to the biggest changes. But you gotta know. You gotta know without a shadow of a doubt. I am worthy of everything. I'm divine by nature. I'm a miracle just to be here. I really am. A little squirt from daddy and mama throwed her legs in the air and looky here I
am. That's right. Hey, Bubba, from your perspective, and religion got a lot to do with this, because when you just said that,
religion's all control, dude, all of it.
Yeah, because it taught me.
It wants you to give your power to a shepherd.
That's right.
Now, if you're a shepherd, what does that mean? That means you're herding sheep or goats or cows or something.
That's right.
Well, I'm a human. Sometimes I'm a human doing, and sometimes I'm a human being. Most don't know how to be, so they're always humans doing. Now they're going to do whatever the church asks from the guilt trip they put them on. They say, you were born in sin.
That's right.
No, baby, I wasn't born in sin. I was born. I was born. I'm worthy to be here. There is no sin I've committed. I'm fresh out of the womb. Now, my papa and my grandpapa and all them, well, they may have done some screwed up shit. And in this time, I can get rid of that. First, you got to know that you've been programmed from the birth, before you were born. You laid in the womb and all them juices and all that water that you be and all that water that woman carried in her. And every time she would complain, you would get that. Every time your pop complained, you would get that. Every time somebody get angry, you would get that. You're storing trauma in you, and you didn't do nothing but lay in a sack in a bunch of fluid.
Mm-hmm.
But you inherited it.
That's right.
Now, imagine, some of these people go off the deep end with this religion crap. You know, every day they got to be in that building doing what? Passing the hat. Well, I'm like this. I pass my hat, but I pass it out in nature. That means whatever I can do to assist nature, that's what I'm doing. My church is these trees and these animals and everything around here. This is my church.
That's right,
This
brother.
is where I make my impact.
I feel that. I can really, really, really feel that. That's my sanctuary out there in nature. I just came in the house now, out there with them trees and them birds. Saw Clyde yesterday, man. I saw Clyde. Was spending some time with Clyde yesterday. Yeah.
You spend time with Clyde every moment, dude. You just don't even know it.
Well, I was conscious of it. Yeah, I was conscious of it yesterday.
You saw the incarnation of him floating around so he could assist you, whatever you were doing.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
See,
Clyde.
that's what everybody thinks, they're all alone in all of this. But literally, most have a team of about 5 to 6 energies around them. They call them guardian angels if you want to.
Yeah.
Call them whatever you choose. They have names. If you ask for a two-way dialogue, you can come into communication with them.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But the biggest thing you got to understand, from the moment you were conceived, you're a miracle. You are worthy. I don't care what it is you discount about yourself. You need to step back and look at that again. Look at it. Of all the animal kingdom, you came in as a human. You got opposing thumbs. You can hold on to stuff. You can build stuff. You can use your brain to do all kinds of things. I got a horse out here. It's a master escape artist, and he ain't got no hands. But I'll guarantee it is. You don't put that lock on that gate, he's going out to the hay pile. You can't keep him.
I love it. Oh man, I could picture that. I could picture you. How the hell did that horse get over there to that hay again? He out there eating, huh?
I literally had to sit over behind the growing box just to sit and watch him and see what he does. Because I call him Elvis. He's got an Elvis lip. He curls it up and does all kinds of pretty things. But a gate, it ain't safe unless it's chained.
Wow. Wow.
Well, we're intelligent, but the schools we're sent to, they dumb us down.
Dumb us down.
The church you go to, it dumbs you down. Your parents, they tell you you can't. Well, why you won't believe all them lies? They ain't you. Maybe they couldn't because they chose not to, or maybe they couldn't because they don't have the drive you do. But me, I sit down and I think. Well, this makes my heart feel good when I do this. Let's do some more of that. And this makes my heart feel good when I do this. Let's do some more of that. We weren't sent here to become an adult. We were sent here to have an experience. Now, if you want to spend your experience in poverty and bitching and complaining, well, I hope that works for you. I ain't seen it work yet, but I hope it works for you. I mean, look what Don Rickles did. Don Rickles made a career out of slamming everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
But he found his gift. He's a very sarcastic man. He found his gift and he followed it. He did it all the time, no matter where he was at. I know some young musicians and they say, well, we can't catch a break. I said, that's because everything's digital nowadays. They don't know what to do with somebody that produces music with an instrument.
Organically. Yeah, organically. That's right.
Well, I can tell you this about digital music, dude. It makes me have a headache. It makes my body hurt. I don't listen to it.
Yeah, I just did I just made a video on that. Because what they've done is they manipulated the frequency. It's out of tune. It's out of phase now. It's not organic music. They've changed it to keep people vibrating at a certain frequency, man.
Well, there's a whole lot more going on in that. You got a LED TV bathed in the light of love, but the frequency coming out of it is fear and frustration. So your body's staying in a state of confusion. How much hour to how many times you sit in front of a TV? You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. There's a whole lot of shit that has been sanctioned to keep you in the slave mentality, to not follow your dream. But it's been systematically done, systematically. But now is the time to change all that. And you don't go out and say, well, I got to change everything. No. Understand your worthiness and change one thought. That's where it begins. Just changing one thought. Everything stems down to changing one thought. You don't have to change them all. Good luck with that. But if you don't overwhelm yourself and you change one thought, where will that take you? What if instead of saying I can't, you say, well, maybe I can. I just don't know yet. And what if you ask out loud, well, I don't know a whole lot about this, but it interests me. What kind of information can come to me so I see if I'm interested more and see what shows up? Instead of looking for like-minded, look for like-hearted. Because we're all crazy in our own way.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it, dude. Where's your mind go all the time? How many people you want to hang around with that think like you do? Me? I'm crazy as hell. I don't want nobody around that thinks like me. But if our hearts are in the right place and we have different perceptions, we can both grow from that. Because if I got an idea and it's not complete or it's just plumb bullshit, I can bounce it off of you and say, man, why don't we do this? It might make a better tool. It's all of this, all of it. We have been taught that we're separate from everything else. But if you sit down and think about it, does the tree ask its worthiness? Does the bird? Does them beasts you got ask for their worthiness? No, they know they are. Mm-hmm. Until the human mistreats them. Mm-hmm. Well, you can think about this like this. Every human on the planet that's not awake, well, they're just like a dog that's been abused all their life. They've been kept on a chain and beat into submission. But they didn't use whips and chains. They used words and tools of submission. They used the radio. They used the TV. They used the video games. They used the music. They used everything to beat you into the slave. They don't want anybody smart enough to tell them how to do their job. They just want you smart enough to push a broom and a shovel. They don't want you smart enough to sit down and draw a building out. They don't want you to rewrite the law. They don't want none of that. So here it is in a nutshell. Self-education on your passions is the way to lift yourself from any situation. You'll know when you're hearing the truth, it'll make your heart sing. A buddy of mine says it gives him chicken skin. Have you ever seen a chicken without no feathers? Its skin's all bumpy and shit. You'll know when you hear truth. You'll feel it. Every time we talk, don't you feel the truth coming from me?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying. My journey is my journey. And it's different from a lot. But the tools that I use to get right here, they help a lot. They're a general, easy way to change the way you play. But the human, well, in his indoctrination and misdirected education, he has perfected the art of complaining. We know one lady, and she complains when she's got work. She complains when she don't. She complains when it's warm outside. She complains when it's cold. She complains when she gets in the shower. She complains when she gets out. And I asked her one day, if you're doing all of this, what you complaining about? If you're complaining about it, why are you doing it? If you're going to complain about it, why don't you change what you do? If it doesn't do anything but bring you sorrow and make you bitch about it, why do that? I'm only here for a short time. I'm only in this incarnation for a short time to have experiences. Well, I choose my experiences to be joyful. That's where I'm going to think. What am I going to think? What today can I do to make my life? You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't limit myself. I ask questions on how to make my life better. I don't talk to anybody. I just do it to hear my head rattle. My neighbor all the time says, I don't know who you're talking to most of the time. I say, I'm talking to myself.
Yeah.
You have a unique vibrational frequency, and it's called your voice. It came into the world with you, and it's going to leave with you when you go. It's very unique to you. I call it the...
We missing you, Bubba. You coming in and out.
Pushing to it, and then was it bullshit, or was it something good?
Hey, Bubba, you coming in and out. What do you call that voice? You went out when you said, I call it that voice.
The voice is yours. It's unique to you.
And what do you call it? You said, I call it and we lost you.
My vibrational anchor.
There you go.
In the universe.
Okay, there you go.
Your thought puts out a vibration. Your emotion puts out a vibration. And you anchor it in the universe with your voice. You create a vortex that's unstoppable when you put your voice behind it. So, today, how can I make my life better? What else is possible in the situation I'm in? Is there something better that I'm missing, I'm not looking at?
Did we lose you, Bubba? Okay, bro. Pick back up.
Doing it
I got you.
They've been doing it 2 or 3 nails down.
Yeah, because you
got me now, bro?
I got you. You coming in and out, but we got you. We got you connected, bro.
All right, man. Well, up here in the mountains where I live, it's kind of hard to get any reliable service out of anything. So I have to be self-sufficient.
Okay.
And the internet, well, it comes in by satellite, and I know the solar flares mess with it about this time of day. The phone signal, well, I got so many energy tools in play that you can't hardly get a phone signal out here. Wi-Fi, well, I pretty much killed it. I know what a noxious energy it is. So I just get out here and play every day, man. Look at you. Look at you since you've been doing what you've been doing. Look at how your life is changing.
It's man. I don't have the words for it. I just sit in the energy, man. Every day is a new life for me now, man. A new life. Every day.
Yes.
A new life.
But you're asking questions about what else can happen instead of complaining about what is.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. You're
not asking or wallowing in where your situation is. You're asking questions on how you can drag change into it. And every question you ask, well, Clyde and his buddies, they bring that shit in and make it possible.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Now, I don't know how long you've been playing with this conscious thing, but look at where you've been guided and look at those you're assisting, just doing what you're doing and playing. Because you don't take this real serious. It's joyful to you. If you took it so serious, you'd take all the fun out of it, you know?
That's right.
It's not about being serious, dude. It's about having fun. But in that, you got to understand, your word is all you have. It's the only thing you bring in and it's the only thing you take out. So your words, they're very important. The words that come from you, if you don't honor them, nobody else will either. This is where the worthiness comes in. Are you worthy to have the voice that you have? Yes, because you were born with it. Are you worthy for something different in your life? Yes. Are you ready to create that? Are you ready to change the way you think instead of complaining and making statements? Are you ready to question everything? Because you got to understand, everything changes. Nothing stays the same. But it changes so subtly, you won't notice it every day. But when you start asking questions, the changes are so subtle and massive that you're going to wake up one day and say, wow, I'm here already. What can we do with this? I have so much of it. Let's give it away. So the biggest thing is anything you believe, question it. Anything you've been told, question that. You live in the world of information. The veil is being lifted on all of it. But if you choose to shop and go buy a new TV and buy $300 shoes and not take care of yourself, I'm thinking that education you got is a little bit misdirected, don't you?
Absolutely.
Me, I have no use for a pair of $350 shoes because I'm going to get out here and fill them full of dirt. So I'm going to find something that's comfortable. And that's what I'm going to wear. My whole wardrobe is based on my comfort. And the body likes it. If the body don't like it, I don't wear it. I was given a body to play with. It's not me, but most think it is. I just reside in it. But understand, the words you speak, your body understands. It takes every word you speak literally. So when you're complaining, you're attracting more to complain about. When you're joyful, you're attracting more joy to come about. When you're grateful, you're attracting more things to be grateful for. So me, I'm just grateful. I get to wake up every day. I get to breathe. And then I can ask this question. What else is possible? I woke up today. That opens up a whole new paradigm. Just doing those two things in the morning will change your life. Thank you. I woke up. Now what else is possible? Oh, the words I speak, they're a slave language. So I'm going to ask for the perfect words. That way I don't talk bad about myself. And I'm going to ask to be in the flow of the trees and the energy and everyone else. I don't want to cause the disruption. I don't want to be the rock in the flow. I want to flow with it and get my joy and gratitude swole up more. This is where I play.
I'm conscious.
Now what?